hard to rattle no matter what the scoreline is. This is the type of team that does not give up.
There you go. Gets the ender towards Cass. After shocking behind, Skune gets 2 kills. Also close in the distance. Sleepy Keiki as well with the broken mouse. What can she do with those double clicks and maybe broken optical sensors? As Khan is down to low HP.
One
Sleepy
enemy
Keiki enters the
remaining.
site, but Japips and Piety. The classics and the ecos that PPQ is playing and dealing with in this round. Ophelia almost getting a kill. The spike is going to be planted. ASND might be able to hold their ground to this side with the superior weapons. They come raining in with the bullets. Again, it's A side now. They want to go towards the B side. This fortress of Samfire who has to collapse. Keiki lingering around. Are they aware of this flank? 2 quick kills from PPQ, but Piety
What?
able to spot Sleepy Keiki.
One
Falls
enemy
to her
remaining.
death, but Xune is able to pop the neural theft. 1v2.
One enemy
Reveal.
remaining.
And a tap from Piety is so sweet. Xune is ready and Piety.
Does look like it's gonna be a pretty decent default round on everybody here. Or as I say that, PPQ walk up.
Yeah, they do. Not even walking anymore. They're rushing in, strutting into the base of ASND, but hand cannon
Spike planted.
still too many to deal with. And the stun to discourage Cass from pushing up front. The drone is there. Cass is aware of the flank.
She could have gotten caught out by the E, but once again, this post plant is gonna hold strong. Cass has something to say.
And now it's PPQ, so we hope they're able to replicate the success. But it's gonna at this point. Oh my god, good recon! Where did that come from? Ophelia though.
Spike down
Is
A.
able to avenge the death of her teammate. Keep the second
Wow.
one. Good headshots. The 5th round. PPQ will have to reply this. Marching into the site, slowly but surely. Cast exposed on graffiti. Is capricious with the
One
triple
enemy remaining.
kill.
Right. I can't like die early in the round, but this early action.
So much action. And Cass forced to TP out.
They're probably going to try and hurt the economy as much as they can, but Piety has been on fire. This could be unfortunate timing for her.
Dink as well, connecting towards Con. Hunter's Fury might be used for now, but no. They will still hold it. And Sleepy Keiki again, having to deal with 3 on-fire players. And let's see with the operator, will this turn the tides around? Unstunned is Sleepy Keiki, good flick.
They really are trying to secure just the rounds for now before they can be a bit more brazen.
divided.
Yep. And now, of course, Cosmic Divide into the site as Khan brandishing this Vandal pushes forward and Cass is there. The Dents on the verge of death.
One enemy
Vips
remaining.
enters the site. Cass still rumbling.
If ever there were an exchange of these big abilities, opening again.
Has control of site and ASND might spike plant this site.
Ooh. Operator. 2v3. Hunter's Fury getting used to deny, but off the mark. Time is winding down. Play aggressive now.
Remaining.
Oh no, that Hunter's Fury does miss, but at least Vicious is down and Neural Theft activated. Good swing!
Had the fact that you can't wait for the numbers to collapse on you, but a big quick execute on the side of ASND here with the Killjoy ultimate will not be denied, I believe. They try to walk up and
What?
Piety!
Ophelia will have to hold their way into the site. The TPs will save her from the stuns, but Ophelia gets sting behind that box in sewers. Might look for the timing, but
Here.
Japip sniffs it, sense it very, very well. Spike will be planted, and ASND still perfect with 5 players. Oh no, nobody knows. Spidey lingering.
One
The
enemy
shadows playing with the Striker discipline.
Away from our attacking team.
Yeah. Still ASND, relentless, not stopping with the breaks. Good flash, but it flashes Graham's as well. No worries. Control over and over again. They want to over push this. They want to claim total dominance of the site. The stun gets 3 players, but Cass, where's the follow-up? Still whiffs the shot. Con gets Cass. Japips as well follows up on pursuit of perfection. Japips with the 3 kills to her name. Samfire, 5 HP dripping with blood.
Wow. The scoreboard would tell you, or at least for some of these rounds.
They found my wife.
Yeah. Still competitive. Regardless of the scoreboard, on it there. just usher Grahams into the site. The swarms come in. The spike will be planted. Smokes left and right. Yune will get the kill for Capricious. Sprays down for the second one, but Khan able to run and bring one to
One
their
enemy
grave.
remaining.
As Ophelia will
Spike
spray
down,
down the
C.
players of PPQ. Or rather, if and Khan has to.
And with all that being said, it does look like PPQ is going to be quite patient here, or at least up until this burst.
Exune looking for an opener towards Khan, but Khan is way superior with the sheriff in her hand. As PPQ they run, scampering into B, rather A side. Graham's playing hide and seek behind the smoke. He's able to be sought, but Cass equalizes the scales. Meanwhile, on
Spike
Ophelia,
down
it's
A.
straights left and right. On the side, Piety so low. He wants to start. Can she finish this? No, she can't.
We get an extra sheriff. ASND, they're also willing to challenge. They have a pair of sheriffs of their own. And they're out in the open.
Again, exerted by Capricious, but she only has a classic to her hand. This looks hard to do, and hard to deal with this whole sleepy Keiki.
What? That drone actually saved, I believe, it was Sleepy Keki's life there. On that swing, but now Khan trying to be shooter. Just too much fight.
They don't want to rush this one out. Maybe they want to bait out ASND into peeking. An unfavorable angle, but Grahams gets 6 Yune. Oh no, Khan with the timing! The headshot is there, but Khan, can she get more? She does with the triple
Spike
kill!
down mid.
Ew.
And ASND, oh my god, Khan doing wonders for ASND. Sleepy Q is just up to Sleepy Cake. He's stunned, dazed, and just swarmed. Only Predator, and only eyes can Predator, excuse me. It seems like PPQ, they want to come barging into the A side. Khan is more than ready, but oh! She gets taken down. But Piety is good enough with the swarm to get the kill. Piety, oh, what a recon that was! They sense her out! Precious trying to smoke, juggles around. Her decisions, Graham stashes in, good stun! But where's the follow-up? Exune! But it won't matter for her. Sapphire saves the lives of PPQ. Capricious is saving Grace.
While Graham, operator and no armor.
Of that garage area. Meanwhile, shifting their sights onto B. And this B site looks very enticing for them.
It is enticing, but it could be a trap set
30
by
seconds
ASND.
left.
They do have the utility to shoo them away. It is 3v5 now as Capricious takes one, but Samfire trying her best to reply. Capricious still undiscovered. Utility will slow her down just a little bit, but a dink is gonna knock Ophelia a few notches and will get finished off. But remember, Grahams has no armor here. A few shots could be the end. All they have to do is delay. They don't have the spike.
She runs over. And able to plant the spike.
Rolling Thunder.
And now, Samfire has the Rolling Thunder as well. Waving a huge flag saying, come and get me. And ASND will be on the chase. Rolling Thunder! Forces ASND to evacuate. No stun connects. And Samfire will play this cheeky angle in graffiti. 1, 2, 3, 4! A side, it seems like that will be attacked by PPQ for the peak and get the head of Exune. And now backup arrives, but it's just one player to help Capricious clean up the site. PPK shifting left and right. Cass gets Piety, but where's Capricious? Still hiding in the shadows. Just trying to blanket herself behind the smoke. And Sleepy Keiki misses all the blades!
What?
But thankfully Cass is there to cover up for her mistakes. 4v3. Stun is good, but Vampire has one aftershock. Grahams with the Blade Storm. Too many things happening. Utter chaos. And Happy inside. Grahams gets the 3 kills. Extend their lead. Getting that first match point would be a very, very beautiful sight.
Can they continue though? I mean, again, it's been scrappy fight after scrappy fight, and we even get a Sleepy Keiki judge kill. Now it is gonna allow her team to potentially flood the site.
Not much options. The stuns do come in. Traded back and forth. Aftershock to clear logs. But Piety swings in the nick of time. Exune will hold her ground, but not for long.
Bind them down like most other teams.
Stuns after stuns again, but look at the control from Sleepy Keiki. Exune gets Khan. They're down to 1 player. But Grahams still picking this over suspicions that Sleepy Keiki might just be here waiting for her in the wings, but ASND 2 quick kills. The lockdown destroyed, and this is overcomplicating things now for PPQ. Cass stuck, unmovable in the backside. 3v2 Cosmic Divide popped, and Japip will close out the round for it.
Will have a lot of set plays on paper, but ASND, it does look like they're gonna go for something similar, but the Neon brings the speed.
Area. Samfire knows that they are coming in after shock, not in time just yet because Japips and Grams able to sneak their way in. The salvo will expose Cass. It close out the vision. This is going to be a hard
One enemy
It
remaining.
seems like the dink is good from Grams, dancing around. Impressive, right? It really curtails the opponents and even yourself to play a little bit more aggressively because you don't want to wait in sight until the Teho missiles come flying at you. ASND, they come flying, but PPQ respond with 3 quick kills. The pistols doing heavy work for them. Sheriffs and Classics. Classic round could be again brought upon. Not quite good enough, but Oreo
Keiki gets out of dodge for free.
They just being maneuvered
down,
upon
B.
finesse by Grams, but Cass avenges the death of her teammate and re-smoking it. Cass 20 HP, injured but not down and out. Capricious though has to hit the floor with that kill.
One
towards
enemy remaining.
herself. Cass
Of the weapon, but PPQ playing it really smart. Try to they've gotten themselves a glass of milk, but so these bones won't be so fragile as Zuane. Has a Molly in hand.
around the clock though. ASND wants to go in. Patty, there's a good stun, but only good for one. She relocates
Spike
onto a
plant.
better place, and Cass unable to trade her friends.
No way, right?
And Piety, oh my god, is dead. There's no way they will clutch this, but Cass will make that impossible. It's a 1v3 Japip. And Piety might just walk into the crosshair of Cass, but the fast lane has been averted. And Graham's able to enter site, but they go back. They might look for an aggressive play beneath this smoke. Canteen might be so susceptible towards the push coming in from Piety. And Exune has to be aware of this push. Piety just gets decimated by
30
that
seconds
one
left.
tap of the Phantom.
There.
Sleepy Keiki. Alright, let's go back. Gets a pain shell kill. I don't know how and what happened there, but ASND pulled 2 back.
One enemy
Situation now. Showstopper. Expanded Japips is no more. Hands of Grahams. But look at PPQ. They're so brave on taking this fight, but the salvo will catch Sleepy Keiki. No, she won't be falling down. She won't fall down.
Oh my
ASND 2 quick kill. And Grahams will play with time and with patience as well. Retake for PPQ in a hard setting as well.
Lot of things to decipher if they try to come out from Jenny. The can is going to come out. 5-3, very clean. Although Graham might be forced to swing here. PPK does answer in kind. Operator has been pretty online for PPQ. They could find another one, but the timing just won't allow it. They're waiting for the players to try and swing them, but the time is running out, and it's definitely in favor of ASND. They'll have to go for a savior. This was a big investment that they just don't want to give up.
Yeah, they're saving this.
It generally brings, especially in high stakes situation. The stun is very powerful. Relay bolt, but enough of me.
Oh my god!
Time for breach.
My goodness, Grahams!
This way.
An orchestra of stuns being projected onto base. And Grahams gets 2. The pips as well with the Rolling Thunder, but Sleepy Keiki still has something to say. Samfire as well. In unison, they strike. Sam might not be in the safe haven yet. Grahams might be aggressive to base. Samfire coming close. Rolling Thunder catches them. Grahams pops.
Worthless.
1 ult, but Samfire's quick on the trigger to the situation now. They're not out of the woods yet. Samfire re-aggressing, but the Pips is quick enough to hold. Retake her post plant. And also Oreophilia has that, but Sleepy Cake list. On is gone. San attack. But Piety will get 1 Oreophilia though. Pockets Grahams onto the grave. 3v4. Cosmic Divide being popped. Piety might just push again. Heaven. And does anyone know? Exune expects
30
that.
seconds left.
Capricious in the smoke, just dancing in the open. With the headshot
enemy.
triple
What?
kill for Capricious, but not for long. She stands. The Pips will plant the spike. The captain has to clutch this. She has to lead by example. The smoke
enemy
dissipates,
remaining.
and there goes the headshots. Japips, 1v1 situation. Japips might look for information. And ASND just holding their. Oh no, my God! Exune! One kill, looking for the second one. Con just jumps around, even when stunned. Where is the kill? With limited weapons, PPQ has to do something. Pass. Let's get the Bulldog kill. Armageddon. Pop. Showstopper connect. So many things happening. So many chaotic moments. But Capricious stands on top. One
enemy
kill.
remaining.
Capips slips up or
30 seconds left.
But she falls down. It's just up to Capricious. Can she replicate the same?
It's like 4 strong on the side they want to take. They don't want to overcomplicate that offense, and you know, it's a solid plan.
You are divided.
Now it's just with one tap at the button, they enter into the site. Full control over this. Con plants the spike. Armageddon ready for her to use either offensively or defensively. But PPQ, they go from sand. They have other ideas in mind. They want to clear this. This is just sticking out like a sore thumb. The headshot is good towards Exune, but look at the Armageddon. No one is aware of that.
player
Con gets
standing.
to. Even the third one for her, punching the clock and taking name, Samfire. Look at them just turning down the gas. But close to Sleepy Cakey, who gets spotted out. Just cutting the pie. And Piety does get 1 kill. Royophilia has to hold. But how long can she hold? Look at that maneuver from Grahams. Just too nasty with the neon. Quick feet. Quick footwork, I'd say. And Grahams even getting another one. Cass has to fall. Samfire might be next to the chopping block. Oh, chopped up she is. And Samfire calls this invasive information. The rotation is happening. And Grahams and Sand will just avert and revert his position towards heaven. Exune is ready for the swing. Neural theft. Uploading information. Exune might re-swing this. Looking for the kills, but Con is quick enough to respond. The Rolling Thunder is out. The Pips in the same position, has to hold for long, but not long will she stand. Witches and Con together, hand in hand. In main, they will try to hold this forever. And Cass has the crosshair ready. Look at the white swing from.
This looks like an explosive execute could happen here. ASND have no idea. They have nobody to quickly rotate, but everybody's gonna make a mad dash for it. You also have to take into account Neon.
Oh, Capricious still left unattended to, but there goes the 2 kills. Samfire trades 1 back. Piety.
Oh.
3 peaks in the wrong time. This plant will go without any disturbances.
Oh, this is great.
And Exune might go for the peak. She does get Grahams. And Exune is the game changer for PPQ in this game. Rather than
enemy
round. It
remaining.
seems like, look at that. Right hand hospital, left hand cemetery to put their hopes on Con clutching this round. The salvo traded back and forth. Con looks at Oreophilia, but 1 player waiting on the wings. It's going to be Samfire. They're both low HP. Samfire has the aftershock as well to go with it. The stun connects, but Con still buying so much time. PPQ just dancing on the verge of death.
remaining.
1 tap, 2 taps,
sorry?
not
No.
enough. A main box, just holding her camera. Looking at Exune, who might just rush in, checking the right side, and gets the headshot towards Piety, but Capricious next on the line. She might look for a re-aggression, but Oreophilia is just running down and gunning down. ASND might have to turn their brain around. Content the headshot towards the
enemy
Grahams. That movement is very, very fancy. As the salvos come in, Piety has to hold this. Good tap and good trip as well to take down Sleepy Cakey. The Armageddon expended to no avail. And Oreophilia is going on the stun. Good swing from Exune on time. But Grahams comes from the back, stabs them in their own backyard. Grahams slides in with stun as well, connecting Grahams. Kills to her name.
enemy remaining.
Oreophilia and Exune have to hold. They can't hold for any longer. Japip sticks to the fuse and Exune will be lured out to the waiting arms of Khan. Good. And Piety again just hiding in the shadows.
Smoke's down.
Cass smoking to just push out the players of Ascend, to discourage them from retaking the site. All in her hand, pushes up to Jenny, but oh, Ascend gets 2 in reply. 4v3, Capricious has the Cosmic Divide. Good stun, oh my god, the Bucky! Heavy work from
Last player
Grahams,
standing.
but PPQ with 2 kills, the Armageddon as well. Just spacing out Sleepy Case
One enemy
placed
remaining.
from her habitat. The spike being stick! Oh my god! Again, slow approach Exune, just trying to traverse her way around sewers or other underpass. Double peek. Totem peek at that. Exune spots one still. Second guesses the second swing. 1 kill. Headshot converted onto a kill. Orbital strike to punish that and call. Yeah, grabs it.
One enemy remaining.
That's a lot of... With the orbital strikes, that's definitely a great use for it. Not allowing Ascend to recompose them.
Has the neural theft. Grahams changes her position. Oh my god, Cass with the jump peek! And Grahams fails to deliver. But there comes Con, only good for 1. Japips relaying together with her teammates. Capricious gets the spike. Dropping down. Capricious 2 important kills. But where's the damage? Where's the follow-up from Ascend? Sleepy Keiki and Exune given time to reposition after shock. Vain. Good stun, but Piety. Locations of both Ascend players. He's just tiptoeing unnoticed. Lingering around under the wave. The swing and Piety.
And Ascend, they're looking to close that gap very, very quickly. There is a little bit of panic setting in potentially for PPQ if they manage to drop this, but Capricious, where is she?
Oh, they're speeding up. They know that Grams is pushing. Capricious yet to be noticed. Con gets taken down. Where's Capricious? She's not out of the smoke yet. She traverses her way. Has to deliver. She can't. And Capricious, the first to get the contact, the last to be standing. 1v4. Nigh impossible to clutch this. But we've seen her do great things with the Vandal in this position. But the time is dwindling. Getting low by the minute. The cam just to lure her in. Capricious has to stick this. But the double peek from Jenny will be perfect!
1 left.
And possibly force us to a map number 3. I mean, look at Ascend. The state of them. Just so low on weapons and economy. Cass has the audacity to push forth like that. Khan gets taken down, Guardian retrieved by Japips, but 3 players already waiting on the wings. Cass re-aggressing towards heaven. This Cass is just absolutely insane. Triple kill for her. Wait, oh my god, Ascend! It's a 1v2 suddenly, and it's doable! What is happening? Samfire has to close this one out, but the Cosmic Divide.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh my god! Rolling Thunder! And Capricious
That's perfect.
repositioned. This is way too good to be
Diffusing.
true. Capricious out of the hat! No! On.
Now we're cooking.
So far back, but Cass gets
Launching
Japip.
smoke. Beacon down.
Uttered.
Go, go, go.
Grahams gets Exune orbital strike out. Cass no longer living. Capricious again has an iron wall at the back of the side. Has to get past this. Capricious gets 1 kill. Shifting left and right.
This could be a potential freebie for Ascend if they get the frags going, but they're taking so much damage and Grams actually gets caught. This could be the coup de grace.
This is the finishing blow, but Piety through the smoke catches Sleepy Keiki without even looking. Oh, here goes the rolling thunder! Earthquake galore, but Cass is on stun! Here holding their ground, and Ascend losing bodies left and right. Piety has to bail this one out for Ascend PPQ. 3v1. The aftershock doesn't land. Piety positions herself and exposed. Aggressive they will be because PPQ, they're upping up the tempo, just ramping up the speed of attack, but now they open up the rolling door and they might just traverse onto a better place. Grams gets Samfire. Their stunner, or rather their breach, gone, and shambles Pain shells to
going up.
divert the course of the push. The PPQ quick on the kills. 3, 4, 1. It is not worth it at all for
Spike
Ascend.
planted.
This will come from the back. Cass gets tapped down. But Capricious is so low. Exuno and Sleepy Keiki both half HP. Exuno might be overthinks the flank. But no one's coming from the back. The flash is good. Con just crushes into the wall. The salvo pushes her out. Whoa, Con. A main in Fracture. Ascend. Will still hold in the side. Piety gets jumped on, but she gets the kill with the classic Sleepy Keiki. Just decimated. But Cass will swing for the repeat. The smoke just hides behind. Christian gets the kill. Second.
Rams trying to make some magic happen here. Could potentially isolate a 1v1 while that spike is going down, but that window of opportunity has closed. There is a Spectre in front of her,
Bulldog.
but there's an even bigger Bulldog in the inventory. This could be very healthy. Exune could find one here. Maybe a pair, but no, Piety will survive with 40 health per name.
Oh, Piety might go big here. Behind the smoke, he lies still. And the trap connects. Piety goes for the spray. A sloppy one if that still gets the job done. Triple kill even for Piety before she is
30
taken
seconds
out.
left.
Or
Last
Ophelia
enemy
with
remaining.
Sapphire.
One
It's a
enemy
1v1
remaining.
situation now, and oh my god!
To dissect them, despite it taking time to spray out.
What was that move from Cass? And the
Oh.
showstopper
There.
might be the showstopper. But no, it doesn't stop anything.
Oh, good though. The team did manage
Last
to
20 remaining.
utility first before they'll ever face check anything. And I'm really liking this discipline. Nothing for free. Stampfire does go for a shoulder peek, but does get decimated. 1v3. Time is still winding down though.
Yeah, losing seconds by the minute here, and Piety is just asking them to dance with her. It takes two to tango. It's a spray down. Momentum that they have.
Found my wife.
But we know what timeouts can do to teams. Sleepy Keiki teleporting into the side.
Ascend just getting like slower.
You would feel like they're very slow on the read. It takes them 1 or 2 timeouts to finally
30
get their
seconds
grasp on the
Last
game.
player standing.
Ophelia with a round that could potentially be salvageable. No. I feel like Ascend knew that they had to play patiently.
It seems like the map pool is definitely lending itself to PPQ now. Rams could have potentially found one, but it's still Cass getting picked off. Players here, you don't necessarily see too many ill-advised pushes, but cannot line up the
Spike
shot is
down
actually
A.
Ophelia. Con.
Because behind the door is Sleepy Keiki, but she only has a Bucky to her name. And yes, that
enemy
Bucky
remaining.
will betray her. Rams follows up with the party of kills.
I can't. Yeah, I remember because this was a call made by Ascend like a few years ago. But we have to look at now as the players are ready to cook and PPQ looking to prepare up PPQ for Ascend. Bothered me too much. It was Iceberg. Iceberg was
Iceberg.
so crazy with the sheriff. But now highlighting potentially the newer generation, actually one of the or many of the returning players. 2v3 PPQ, very big advantage. Piety, who's been absolutely disgusting on this Vandal, can't seem to
enemy
find value
remaining.
on this literal rotating door, and now she's up.
Present herself into the faces of Ascend. Here she goes. A spray down is enough to get the kill. 2 players on that Hobbit area. Waterfall assault. Bridges holds her
Spike down,
ground.
B.
Only gets 2.
For Ascend, maybe they're getting a bit too impatient when they're
enemy
checking, and
remaining.
maybe they're just relying too much on their aim duel, but this confidence doesn't seem like it's
One enemy
too
remaining.
unfounded, but now Sleepy Keiki sees the opportunity to find an ill-equipped player towards Mount. Time is winding down. Grahams has to make a move here. 8 bullets left in the mag for Sleepy Keiki,
Oh.
and it is not enough.
I know A side
30 seconds
Again.
left.
looks so enticing to them. They control side Armageddon and stun. Perfect combination, but where are the victims? No one has fallen yet. Joe, stop her! Right on
Spike
cue.
down A.
As Capricious gets to Exune, able to trade one back. Playing this slowly. Of course, you can't slow down. There's no
One player
time.
standing.
PPQ, they have no choice but to surrender on towards Ascend. 3 players that are ready.
Does look like they've adjusted slowly but surely. But I'm pretty sure PPQ will respond in time.
Actually, into the side of Sleepy Keiki. Under so much pressure, flash shot on. Capricious has to deliver. They line up for her.
Spike down.
2 quick kills. Seeing what these players can do with the sheriffs given to them. Japip spots one out, and it's Con that gets first blood onto Exune. Meanwhile, the smoke will cover her. Will she do
30
a
seconds
great
left.
play behind that smoke? The boom bot as well. Just triggered, but oh, the paint shells connects to Graham's, who is low on HP. Rolling Thunder pop. But where is the follow-up? There goes the Armageddon as well. Fire has to run back. Sleepy Cake. What?
Okay.
10
Sleepy
seconds
Cake?
left.
That's not where
Spike
you want to
planted.
shoot your bazooka.
One
Will
enemy
swing
remaining.
from
No.
drop. It's done and dusted, it seems like Oriophilia. Retake situation for ASND, and this is one of the hardest sites you can retake because of how narrow it is. But again, for PPQ, you can't play inside if you want to play this safely. Con gets a tap on Cass. That's a very disgusting kill. Steel Garden comes in with Capricious,
Last player
gets
remaining.
Empire and ASND swarm the site together.
Not and just making this site inaccessible in general. Maybe PPQ have taken some cues from said team, but Zune finding Grahams and
You just block the visions. Remember, you can't ping the spike anymore, so they have to be careful of the potential looming threats that Sen could bring. PPQ gets a kill via
great
Oriophilia.
flash.
Samfire, good flash. He swings. Rather, she
enemy.
swings that, but oh, Pips is oblivious of where Samfire is. The spike the fuse still cancelled. Oh, Con has to stick this, or rather swing this. My God, Con! It almost felt like Con was the one to win that round, right? But hey, pros don't fake. And it seems like ASND they might want to hit B side.
could be the call. And speed has been the name of the game, but once again, Sheer just needs that much more support to be effective, and PPQ are right back on track to equalizing their odds.
Pips 6 HP. Graham still
enemy
able to
remaining.
get one
Spike
kill.
down. B.
A consolation prize at least for her. It's PPQ.
Despite ID getting awfully close in the first half. But now Sleepy Katie
This map. And now here comes the Tejo flying into the missile. Oh, Capricious dodges death. Still able to survive for got claim back. The siege that is happening. The flash towards the backside. Piety, basically a dead woman walking, and yes, Sleepy Cake will catch her. The flash is good.
player
Japip
remaining.
looks great,
Last
but
player
Con is there and
standing.
Capricious again.
Spike planted.
Irrelevant.
One enemy
Ultimate's
remaining.
ready. A little bit of an eco round here for the ASND side, and you have Heidi isolated his expecting this position. There's a way for a long time though. Still manages to get a kill, but the
That is
take is there.
disgusting. They look into reposition as Han. Sharpshooters as ever, and Oriophilia understands that. Decides to stay out the way.
Spotted out there. He knows the position, has to get the headshot, and does. Nation gain, and now it is just going to be ASND taking the fight.
Salvos will keep the at bay, but actually shouldn't play with her teammates. A bit too unlucky in terms of timing, but she makes it work. Japips falls.
Launching thorn.
As the Razor Vines will go down here. Grahams have no problem clearing it out. He should have stayed offline, but can't. Oh, her timing
the
could be
play.
massive here. We don't know where she is here.
One
But
enemy
Headshot's all
remaining.
She needs, keeping fairly quiet.
Oh my
Cass
God.
is all alone. Her teammate side by side. They surrounded her from all different angles. If you think about it. Cass still on the hold here, and I think I'm really liking the fact that ASND is willing to take it slow this time instead of their aggressive style pushes, because I think we have criticized so many times about how their overheats have really cost them the round, but this time around, Graham's on the side goes aggressive, finds nothing, but it's Sleepy Cakey that opens up the round.
For the cross, this fight might decide the duration of this round here. And all because of the peak, it's there for Graham though, who gets two with that right swing. That said, here the retake ult is on its way. The attackers and defenders have swapped places.
Oh my God.
One enemy remaining.
Trying to double for herself now. The two decent situation. It's all the
One enemy remaining.
and Oreo. Oreo finding the isolated 1v1. It's Japeeps though, has a full kit of util and arsenal.
Off your
So Oreo trying to bait it out here. Here comes the rolling thunder. No way to dodge it here. Japeeps just happy to try and buy time, denying the tap on the spike.
Blinding.
Clock ticking though. Those information not
Concussing.
on the spike. And the stun as well. Everything in the kitchen sink.
Now on the back foot of this map, seems like they will push up. But Ascend,
They should play this by the book
planted.
if everything is forecasted. But now, you cannot be too complacent against these sheriffs still.
One enemy remaining. Activated.
that's good heavy lifting, but it's way too heavy to even be lifted. But they only have Exune inside though, so this is going to be very punishing for her. She has to face directly into 4 players. Graham satchling into the backside. Steel Garden being popped. Their primary's jammed. No use of that Vandal, but Sapphire and Oreo get together. They shut down the... That could really rattle them. And now, Piety gets the first blood onto Oreophilia, but no neural theft, so she has to traverse her way around that. Repositions back. Graham satcheled into the sides of missiles, also coming out. Cass with the flash, perfect blind, gets one. Into the second one, she TP's out to her death. Capricious 3v3 situation now. Rolling Thunder being activated by Samfire. She rushes into the side, holding her ground.
Either way, PPQ at the precipice of death. Narrowly missing Piety. Well, we'll get
Tejo, or Con rather, to rush in. But get Sleepy, all in their names, and Cass will try to reclaim control of that spawn area. Good flash, good flick as well from Cass to hide and dodge the flash, but Cass comes in,
One enemy
rejuvenated,
remaining.
and all of a sudden, it's up to only the Pips. Low HP headshot is good. Let's from here, Sleepy KT.
whoa.
Just trying to scope in, scope out, clicks out, but gets shot in the body. Loses 2 kills. Sleepy KT showstopper connects. What happened?
With an almost impossible situation here.
Enemy remaining.
Not line up and
Attackers
Capricious
win.
will nail that coffin shut. The statistics were true.